Thursday. I am trying very hard to be living into my intention of playfulness. And, and it's not easy for me. Welcome to Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. I am Darcy Luoma. And if you have signed up for our Thoughtfully Fit tips, you know that in yesterday's blog, I talked about my intention of being playful. And the fact of the matter is we are a quarter of the year into the year, into 2021. And I am not doing so well with this intention. And so I put out a call for ideas, and I'm going to ask you guys for ideas on how I can be playful. So my 50th birthday is Saturday. That is a really big deal for me to say out loud, because normally I just somewhere on the spectrum from ignore my birthday to kind of just have it be any other day is my MO. And this year, I decided that I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to put it out there in a big way with a request for ideas on how I can be playful. And what I'm going to do is create a list of 50 things for this year, 50 ways I can be playful. Because here we are, a quarter of the way in, and I am not doing very well on my intention. And so part of my question is, how are you doing on your annual intention? If you came up with one at the beginning of the year, if you have some goals of what you're wanting to accomplish or an intention, and there's an opportunity right now to take stock. But also what I want to share today is, if you're wondering, like, why playfulness, why that's your intention, I honestly can say that it is very much not my MO. And there's research, and as a matter of fact, I pulled up the research. I'm just going to reference it right now, that says people who exhibit high levels of playfulness are better at coping with stress. They're more creative, and they're able to solve complex problems better, and they're more likely to succeed academically. That's powerful research. Furthermore, there is research that says playful teams and having a culture of playfulness in your organization has those same benefits. Your team is more creative and able to work through problems. And so I'm curious if that is part of your culture and what it might look like in your organization as it relates to playfulness. It's one of the things I'm wanting to do in my list of 50, and stepping into playfulness in an intentional way is not only for me as an individual, but also how I can bring more playfulness into my work, both with my team members as well as in my consulting, in my keynotes, in my training, in my coaching. And it's interesting because I find that I am playful when I'm coaching. And I think it's tied to the fact that I've got a lot of confidence in coaching. I've been coaching a long time. I've studied coaching. I've worked really hard to get good and to sharpen that skill. And so I feel like playfulness is easy because I trust myself. Some of the other areas, it's harder for me still. And I'm wanting to bring that in. And the part of the reason that I'm putting out this intention of creating a list of 50 ways and things I want to do to be playful for the rest of the year is because structure works for me. I need structure. So like I on the 6 practices of being thoughtfully fit, one of the ones that I struggle with most is stillness and quieting the mind. And so I create structures to help me find stillness. And whether it's going floating, that's one of the things I'm doing for my birthday, going in the isolation tank, or going for massages, or doing meditation and yoga. It's it's a way for me to find stillness when I don't naturally do it as well on my own. And so the structure, what I've realized all of a sudden here, a quarter of the way into the year, is I haven't created a structure for playfulness. And surprise, surprise, it's not happening. So one of the things that, it's kind of funny that it's April Fool's Day. And this is the day of being playful. And so I'm going to say right now, I'm going to commit to accountability with all of you that I'm going to do something for April Fool's Day tonight with my girls. I don't know what. And if you have ideas, like put a comment in or shoot me an email, Darcy at darcyluoma.com, so that I've got some ideas. Because again, it just doesn't come naturally for me as it does for other people. And this isn't about judgment or shame or anything. It's really about saying, I would like to be successful. And at the end of the year, say that I was able to live into my intention of playfulness. And to bring that playfulness not only to my own life, but also to my work and with my team. So if you have ideas that you want to add to my list of 50, I would welcome it. And I also will challenge you at this point to engage your Thoughtfully Fit core, which for those of you know, I'm going to always give you a core workout. Your core is to pause, think, and act. So take a moment right now to pause and think about your intentions for this year, your goals, your resolutions, whatever you want to call them, and how are you doing? And reflect and make a plan. If you are off base, you're not doing as well, that's okay. You start where you are, get back on track, and then make one commitment to act, something to move you closer to that goal. That's what I'm doing today. And I'm doing it in a sort of public, scary, vulnerable way to say, I'd like you to be on this journey with me and help me to come up with some ideas on how to be playful. So if you haven't seen my blog and you don't get it and you want to sign up, every Wednesday we send out Thoughtfully Fit tips, and it's just an opportunity to share with you some of the hurdles and obstacles that get in the way of being high performing that I notice with my clients, with the teams I work with, the organizations, or myself. Also, I'd love to invite you. We have a brand new online free private community. So if you are on Facebook and would like to join our Thoughtfully Fit community, if you just search Thoughtfully Fit, it's called Thoughtfully Fit Encore. If you just search for Thoughtfully Fit, there's a couple of questions for you to answer. We would love for you to be a part of that community where we are focusing on support and connection for others who want to train to get thoughtfully fit. So thank you so much for joining me, for being on this journey with me, and for helping me celebrate my birthday by sharing some ideas on how to be playful. Thanks, everybody. Take care.